Hey guys, Chris here. So this is what I woke up to this morning. 8 degrees, -12 wind chill. And by about 10 o'clock, it really hasn't gotten much better. Very dry in this house too. So what I'm doing is going to do some maintenance. I'm going to pull this inverter out of this bedroom solar generator that has 4 Trojan Overdrive 31 AGM batteries in there and do some maintenance and some cleaning. Honestly, I don't think I've turned this thing off since. Well, I know I ripped the solar charger out, but this thing's been running constantly for, let's see, since about July. Just really haven't done much to it. So I got the power tray out. It looks pretty good. And just wanted to do an inspection on the batteries and check their voltages, and this is what I came up with. So they're looking pretty good. Little deviation there on the string on the right, but really nothing to be too concerned about. But one thing, check this out. Look at these blower fans. These things blow air in. And look how dirty this thing is. Oh my goodness. So I had think about getting the vacuum cleaner out and doing the paintbrush into the vacuum deal. But I checked all the tightness on the bolts and inspected every wire, every connection. Everything looks really, really good. I got those fuse post things. I forget who recommended me those. Man, that's freaking nice. There's nothing to really report. Everything works good. So I got the vacuum cleaner out and the paintbrush and did the, scrape the dust into the vacuum, and well, that really didn't work out so good. So got a little bit more aggressive.
Why not, huh?
Yeah, that seemed to work out pretty good. And I also went in there with the vacuum and cleaned up the rest of the dust that settled down, and it worked out just fine. So got everything hooked back up, no issues there. And just firing it back up now. This is for the inverter, main power. And then this is for the solar charge controller. Now the inverter internally is still turned off. So, but I'm going to work on the, get this thing hooked up. This is my input for my solar panels. I got 600 watts attached. Plug it in there. And watch the voltages come up, hopefully. Showing 70 volts. What this EP-Ever thing does, it goes to the high voltage and it goes on to low voltage and then it finds a sweet spot for the MPPT function. So you can see the voltage go down there. It kind of hunts around. But yeah, no big deal. I'm going to turn the inverter on. And with these Gold Power inverters, I got the switch. What you got to do is you got to hold the switch in for a few seconds for it to remain always on, because it's got that stupid power save in there. I hate it. So you kind of have to depress the button for a few seconds and it'll stay on continuously. That's the way I run this thing. I've been running it for months, no issues. Still wish I would have gone with a bigger inverter. So yeah, she's sucking in there. That's good. I gotta come up with a filter solution for this thing. I'm just plugging in the TV, subwoofer, soundbar deal, clock, making sure it works. And then on here, this is kind of interesting. Voltage is about 28.78, and that's about right where I have it set on the MT50. But I pulled up the actual owner's manual specifications for these batteries, and actually I'm gonna bump it up a couple of volts. I had my temperature compensation was off too, so I adjusted that. And the way this works, for you to be able to adjust the voltages on these EP-Ever MT50s, you've got to be in user mode. So I had to actually look up the directions online to figure that noise out. No big deal. So then I went over to, I'm just pressing some buttons here. It's fucking Chinese stuff. Let's get to the boost voltage. There we go. This is what I had it set at 28.8, and now it's up to 29.2. Messing with these things here. You gotta save it, hit OK. Then you scroll down with the right arrow key down to the float voltage. And this is set a little bit too high, so I'm going to bump this down a few tenths of a volt and hit enter. Cool. Alright, and there you have it, 29.2. I think the max on these overdrives was 29.4 volts. And while I was at it, decided I'd change out the 9-volt battery.
Yeah, that works.
Smoke detector and change out the AA batteries in this touch lamp. It's good to go. Now let's work on filter ideas. So I had some of this green stuff I bought a long time ago. I never even opened it up, and I really don't like this stuff. I like the blue stuff. This green stuff just breaks off and creates all kinds of shreds, whatever you call that word. So what I ended up doing was grabbing a couple sheets of Bounty and putting it over the inlet of the fans. And that actually worked out pretty good. It smelled good in there too. Until I can come up with another solution, this is what I'm going to use. And hopefully keeps the dust
Why
on
not?
it. It's pretty dusty in there. So, alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and see you next time. I got a little treat here at the end I threw together, because I know a lot of folks are liking some of my 70s throwback stuff. So
Good boy.
Have a good one.
Boy,
See ya.
Yeah.
You got the one snowman arm, eastbound and down.
Slipping,